Hey guys, it's Becky Bamboo. Today is Tuesday, April 24th, 2012. This is my week 20 of pregnancy. Lots of exciting things going on in my life. Last week we found out we are having a boy, and we thought we knew what we were going to name him. We had a name all picked out, but we kind of switched. So let me explain what we're naming our baby and why, because there is a kind of a story that goes with this. Originally, my husband and I had picked out the name Preston Jesse, and we were going to call him PJ. Jesse was my grandfather's name, so it was important to me to incorporate his name into the baby's name. I was very close with my grandparents, and yeah, this chunk of hair is driving me crazy. Anyway, I just got some color done yesterday, so it's like I'm still messing with it. But anyway, Jesse was my grandfather's name, so I had said all along I really, really wanted like to incorporate that into the baby's name, and my husband was fine with that from the start. So Preston, Jesse, we both like like initial names where you can say PJ, BJ, CJ, whatever, CP. I don't know. There's so many different little abbreviations. So I had come up with Preston. I liked how it was different. It sounded, it's like a cute little boy name, but it's also very like elegant sounding for an adult. So I liked that. So that's kind of what we thought we were going with. Well, when I first announced my pregnancy to people at work, one of my patients jokingly started coming up with baby names, and like they were like silly names, like Ebenezer, and like just like totally ridiculous things. And anyway, somehow he landed on the name Zeke. And we actually have a patient in our clinic who's 90. His name is Zeke. His name is not Zeke. He goes by Zeke. Zeke's kind of his nickname. And he is by far my favorite patient. Has been from almost day one. He's the patient who nicknamed me Slim, which I still adore him for. He still calls me Slim or Slim Jim or various different varieties of Slim, which I just love. I just love him. So anyway, his nickname is Zeke, and it's spelled Zeek. And so for whatever reason, one of my patients started saying, "Oh, baby Zeke, how's Zeke doing today? How's baby Zeke?" And it kind of just stuck to the point that I heard it so much for so long that I started like referring to the baby as Zeke. It was kind of a neutral name, it wasn't necessarily female or male. And so I just started calling it baby Zeke when we didn't know what we were having. Well, it spread. My husband started asking how baby Zeke was doing. My family started making comments about baby Zeke. I started posting on Facebook about baby Zeke. All kinds of just like, it just caught like wildfire. So when we went in for our ultrasound, now I had been saying for a couple of months at least prior to the ultrasound that I knew we were having a boy. Like I just felt like we were having a boy. And so when we went in, it was kind of like, okay, well, I guess we're going to find out if Zeke's really a Zeke or if it's a Zika. And when the ultrasound technician told us, well, it's a boy, we were both, we just started laughing because it was just like, I just said, oh my God, it is baby Zeke. Well, on the way home from the doctor's office that day, my husband looks at me and he's like, I don't hate the name Zeke. And I'm like, I don't either. So we started a lot last week, talked a lot about naming him Zeke instead of Preston. And did we both like it? What did we think? Would we be crazy to name our kid Zeke? Not a popular name, not a common name, especially with the spelling with the two E's in the middle. The common spelling of Zeke would be Zeke. We would spell it Zeek. So, just very non-traditional. And I said, that's what I like about it. That's the thing that turns me on the most is, number one, this is what we've been calling the child's almost since conception. but also the fact that it just feels right to say it. Like it just, that's how we've referred to him, and it just seems to flow out of your mouth whenever we talk about the baby. It's baby Zeke. So we decided to name our baby Zeke, and I'm super excited about it. You know, there's going to be people in our lives that are probably going to go, what the hell? Like, really? Why would you name your kid Zeke? And why would you spell it that way? But it goes like, it's just so much deeper to me. You know, I think it's just the people at my work, the people I take care of, are a huge part of my life. They're like surrogate parents and grandparents to me. I see them more than I see my husband most weeks. And, you know, I'd be crazy to say that, like, what they say doesn't matter. And, but it does. And the fact that this just kind of, it just stuck, you know? It's just funny, like, whenever you get a nickname, it's because somebody started it and it just stuck and it just took off. And that's just the way it is with the baby's name. So, very non-traditional name, and quite frankly, I'm not a very traditional person. Like, I'm very much outside the box thinker, the way that I live my life, the way that I view my life. So, it just kind of suits my personality, I think, and my husband feels the same way. So it will be Zeke. We will still use Jesse. Right now we're trying to decide if we want to incorporate Preston as well. So it would be a double middle name, which makes for a long name. But, you know, we both like the idea of incorporating the original name that we had for him. I guess the downside to that is if we were to have a second child and it was a boy, that if we put Preston in the name, then we've kind of sealed the deal that we wouldn't name a second child Preston. So we're still torn. It is probably going to be a Zeke Jesse, or a Zeke Preston Jesse, or a Zeke Jesse Preston, or something along those lines. So we're both very excited. In fact, last night I went shopping, and the first thing that I have bought for the nursery is these big letters. They're about 9 inches. To go above the baby's crib, and it spells out Zeke. There's Z-E-E-K. So I'm super excited. I'm just so excited about it. It feels like, it just feels right to me. So anyway, baby name. That's what it is. Everybody's been asking, what are you naming him? What are you naming it? We're naming him Zeke. Yes, we are naming him Zeke. And yes, it's different. Yes, it's kind of weird, but hey, it's our kid, right? We do what we want. So, I just love it. I just think it's cute, and most everybody that I have told, you know, we're naming him Zeke, has been like very, like, oh, it's so cute, it's so different, it's just, you know, it's like just suits you so well, and there's been a few people that are like, really? That's really what you're gonna name your kid? But yeah. So week 20, it's been pretty cool. Yesterday I had a day off, and I spent the day getting my hair colored, and I actually went to the gym for the first time in I don't know how long. You know, my lack of going to the gym is part laziness, part not feeling like it, part working too many hours. It's just a mix of stuff, and I think I had myself convinced that for whatever reason, that being pregnant, like, I just couldn't do the things that I wanted to do at the gym, which is so not the case. So yesterday I was a little frustrated. I'm very frustrated with my weight gain. And it's not for lack of trying. I just, it's difficult to be physically hungry every 2 hours, like on the hour. Like, it's very, very difficult and like, I've said for months now, like, it's not like I can just ignore it. I have to put something in me or I feel awful. Like, I get sick and shaky and pukey, and it's not fun. So, yeah, I've gained weight. I've gained 18 pounds so far. I'm halfway done. Not happy about it, but, you know, the good news is most people in my life say, you don't look any different other than, like, you lost your waistline. Like, you had a really tiny waistline, and now you just look like you're thick through the middle. But nobody has yet to say that I look pregnant, which really surprises me because I see it every day. But I think it's different when it's your body. So anyway, I went to the gym yesterday and I did a really good workout. I spent 15 minutes on the stair climber. I did a mile and a half on the elliptical, and I decided to jog. I decided the elliptical was bouncing me as much as running did, and I had quit running several months ago because it was getting uncomfortable, but I was not uncomfortable on the elliptical, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. If I run 5 steps and go, okay, this isn't going to work, so what? What does it hurt? I mean, I'm not embarrassed to get on the treadmill and run 5 steps and be done. So I started running, and the only thing that I had an issue with is my heart rate. I had to really monitor my heart rate to make sure I don't go too high. And so I had to run at a slower pace than what I was accustomed to running before, which in a way is okay because I hadn't run in several months. So really, my pace was probably slower anyway. So I ran a mile yesterday, which I'm really proud of. I know a mile isn't that far, but when you're 20 weeks pregnant, hey, I'll take it. So so I did that, and then I did half an hour of weightlifting on top of that. So I really felt good yesterday after I did that, aside from the fact that I have like this cold thing going on again. I swear, like my boss got me sick this time. I saw her on Friday and she was like hacking and coughing and sneezing and snotting all over everything, and I'm like, you're totally gonna get me sick. I just have a bad feeling about it. And I woke up Sunday and I was like, ugh. So yeah, I got like chest congestion and nose congestion and headache, and I just don't feel good. So anyway, to do all that at the gym yesterday was pretty good considering. And I feel proud of that, and I think it helped me kind of see yesterday that I can do more than I guess I let myself believe I can do. So there's that. The other thing is last night I was laying in bed. My husband was laying next to me. We were just watching the news and stuff, and I was playing on my phone, and all of a sudden I realized like I've been feeling the baby move for several weeks now, since really right after my last appointment, which I saw the ultrasound was at 19, so at week 15, so just after, in between week 15 and 16 is when I started to feel flutters. But I realized last night all of a sudden I'm like, I'm feeling stronger movement, like I could just, it just all of a sudden felt different. So I put my hand on my belly, and for the first time, just with my hand over my belly, I could feel the baby kicking. It's a feeling that I can't even describe. It was the most amazing thing. And so I was like, oh my God. And my husband was like, what's wrong? And so I hurried up and grabbed his hand and I put it on my belly, and the baby kicked again and kicked him. And he was like, oh my God, I've been waiting for weeks to feel that. And so it was really neat. And then, then Jared kept wanting him to move, and he wouldn't move. Until I got up. I was hungry before I went to bed, and I got a little bowl of cereal. And after I ate, like I'm telling you, this kid likes to eat, because after I ate, like he was moving. So Jared just laid with his hand on my stomach for a while and just felt him, kicking away in there. And it was amazing. But he has been kicking the crap out of me all day today. All day, 10.5 hours at work. I'm just like, really? Could you just calm down for a little bit? Because I got to get some stuff done. And it's distracting. I think it's a feeling I'm not used to. It doesn't hurt, but it's just kind of just a different sensation. Like you're very aware of it. Let's put it that way. So it's definitely, it's a feeling that you cannot describe, you cannot explain. And it made me just glow. Like I couldn't stop smiling last night, and even all day today I'm just like been talking about how the baby was kicking me, and it just makes me so happy. So everything's going well, and I feel very blessed for that. So anyway, that's where I'm at, week 20. Still feeling pretty good aside from the sickness stuff, which hopefully will just be a cold and pass soon. But other than that, yeah, I'm doing all right. So I hope you guys are all doing well out there, and I'll check back soon. Mwah, love you.